Hey, everybody, welcome to the 21 Minutes or Less podcast. We are on live right now on YouTube and Facebook. And before we get started, I'm one of your hosts, Keisha Milana.
And I am your other host, Nakia Smith.
And today we are talking about 6 ways to show gratitude. We really felt like this was fitting since, of course, Thanksgiving is on Thursday. So happy early Thanksgiving to everybody. But it just feels really fitting, especially with the holiday season and a lot of people just being thankful, being really grateful for the things that they have because, of course, we about to start getting a lot of gifts. We about to start getting ready to set our goals for the New Year's. So it's important to really just be grateful and thankful for where we are right now.
Yes, I love that.
Yes. So the first way that we can show gratitude, actually, before we even get into any ways to show gratitude, we just want to talk about what is gratitude for those who may not fully understand it. So it's really just a way for people to appreciate what they have instead of focusing on the things that they don't have and always reaching for something new in hopes that it will make them happier. So it's really about just being happy for what you have so far and not constantly reaching for more and more stuff or accomplishments, or it doesn't have to even be something physical, but just reaching for something else without being happy for what you currently have.
Yes. And if you don't know, I am a passion planner ambassador, and they do freebies and stuff all the time. And for the month of November, they gave out a free 21-day gratitude challenge. Now, I did not announce this on my social media at all, but I have been putting every day in my story. And today we are on day 16. And for the gratitude challenge today, it's to act. And so it's just say pay someone a compliment. So that's like just one of the challenges for today. But also, Passion Planner also said that these are some of the things that you should think about when you're thinking about gratitude. You want to piggyback off what you said earlier to celebrate the good things that happen. You want to write down memories, um, to be humble, even if you like doing all amazing things. You don't want your ego to get in the way. You want to show the gratitude for like where you came from to where you are now, and you
Right.
want to become aware of the positive in life. Like no matter what you're going through, like no matter what challenges, you always want to look at like, okay, I may be going through something, but this is a lesson. And then you want to give yourself permission to feel happiness no matter what. Because I think a lot of people assume that, oh, I'm going to feel happy after I get
Mm.
this degree, after I get this job, after I get married. It's always after you complete a goal, but no, you can be happy in the midst of you trying to accomplish that goal. The happiness don't have to come after. It could come before, during, and then after. And then you want to prioritize your mental health. I think that's like one of the biggest things is prioritize your mental health while you thinking about gratitude. Because if you always looking at things in a positive way, that helps you mentally. It can help you, especially now. It's people are like having seasonal depression.
Mm.
It's tough for people who have lost loved ones because this is around the time we spend time with family and things like that. So you just want to like try to get your mental together so you're okay. The sun goes down a lot quicker, so it's kind of like, what are some things I can do mentally to help me, during this time?
Yes, I definitely like that you mentioned that because I have heard a lot of people talking about seasonal affective disorder, and I do
Hmm.
think it takes a lot more to be happy and to be positive and to show gratitude when it's getting dark so early. It's getting dark at like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock right now, so you feel like you losing a lot of your day, and it might really like mentally stress you out and cause you to think that you're not making the most of your time, you wasting your day, things like that. So it's important to think about what are some things that I'm grateful for, even while I'm having to, go in the house earlier, or, it gets dark a lot quicker. And that's where gratitude
Mhm.
comes in, because it doesn't cost anything. It doesn't
Right.
take much to do it. You don't even have to write it down if you don't want to. It's more so just about the thought process of thinking, what am I grateful for? And then being appreciative, of the summer and the time when we get to experience so much more light, even when we don't get it. Just being appreciative of it when it comes, that's going to make you a lot more grateful, a lot happier, and you really cherish your summer more.
Yes. And then, because we're not getting as much sun, people become like vitamin D deficient. So you want to make sure you take your vitamins during this time as well. So yeah.
Yes, I need to get back to taking my vitamins. I was just telling my best friend, like, oh my goodness, when I was sick for like almost 3 weeks, y'all.
Mhm.
Literally almost 3 weeks. I think I had like the flu, I had bronchitis, I had a cold. It was a lot. But I was like, I have not been taking my vitamins. When I was taking my vitamins, I did not get sick all last winter. So I'm like, yeah, I need to get back on that ASAP.
Yes. So what example do you have for showing gratitude?
So one thing you can do to show gratitude is write a poem. And I feel like that's a
Mm.
really cool way, because it's something most people aren't just going to do for like themselves. So I feel like that's a creative way to like challenge yourself as well, because most people aren't poets. But for me, I love to write. So I feel like that would be really, really fun. And then I'm so extra. I would like make all my friends write a poem and share it so they could say all what they're grateful for. And then now it's spreading the gratitude. It's not just something I'm doing by myself. It's something I'm getting my friends involved in, or I could get my family involved in, and maybe we could
Hmm.
all say it at Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, I
Like,
like that.
yeah, like maybe make a 30-second poem, 30-second or less, and you have to say your poem at the Thanksgiving table, instead of just saying, because sometimes we would like go around and say what we thankful for, and everybody just say like one thing. It could be even more, gratitude spewing, if it was just, instead of one line, like a whole little poem. So I felt like that was a fun one that I seen. I haven't done it, but I will definitely be trying it soon. And I'm gonna see if I can get my best friends to do it with me. But I feel like it would be
Yeah.
fun.
Yes, I love that. And then even like during holidays or like birthdays, writing a gratitude poem to somebody instead of just buying them a Hallmark card. I think that would be like they'll cherish that because it's like
Mhm.
you actually took the time out to think about me. You took the time out to like write this down and tell me why you're grateful for me being in your life. Like I know that
Yeah.
would make me happy.
Yes, I love handwritten notes. I feel like those are the best. And whenever somebody give me a handwritten note, I always still have it. Like I still have notes people wrote me from high school. So definitely something I would cherish more than just a Hallmark card. Um, and I think it could be fun, especially for like partners too, like writing a
Hmm.
poem about why y'all grateful for each other versus just like texting it or saying it. I feel like that's more creative. And then when you
Yes,
write stuff down, you like remember it more. So just the act of writing is gonna help you to embed it in your brain to be thankful for those things.
yes, I love that. And I guess this could lead to another example, like giving someone a gift
Mhm.
can be a good way to show gratitude. I know we always think about like the love languages and stuff like that, and one of them is gift giving. But I honestly think anybody will appreciate a gift.
Yeah.
It don't actually have to be your love language because you're receiving something. Again, somebody took their hard earned money. They took the time out to go shopping for you. And if they got you a really good gift that you like, it's like you're showing gratitude because I spent the money, I spent time, but I know you well enough to know that you're gonna like this gift. So it's
Yes.
like,
And right now is the best time because it's Black Friday coming up. So
yes,
the gifts, it could be something that costs way more on a regular occasion, but now you planning ahead and you thinking about how grateful you are for them and you want to surprise them with something or get them something, maybe for Christmas or if their birthday coming up. But you thinking ahead enough to even get it while you can save yourself some money, but still get them a high quality gift.
yeah. And then you will always, some people might be on a budget. So if you can't like give someone a gift, you can like repurpose something that you already have that you're not utilizing,
Mhm.
and give it to them. Now, if they accept it or not, that's up to them. But of course, you want to give them something of quality. You don't want to just give them anything, or it could be something sentimental, like
Mhm.
especially like jewelry or something that you not no longer want. That's sentimental that somebody can keep and cherish, especially if it came like from a family member or something like that. So it's like little things you can also give that doesn't necessarily have to cost you money, but it's sentimental, and then you giving that person that. Just
Yeah.
simply taking a picture and blowing it up and putting it
Yeah.
in a nice frame,
Very,
think
very
outside the box.
gift, but still high quality. Like we
Yes.
literally have done that before and went and got pictures printed out. It's like maybe $3 or $4 if you get a few pictures. But I think even if
Hmm.
you just get one, it might be like $1 or something. So the frames, you could get frames from the dollar store. You could get frames from Walmart. It don't have to be the most expensive frames. You can get frames from a thrift store. So just, be thoughtful. One thing you can also do too, sometimes our friends will tell us stuff or try to like steal some stuff from us, like, oh, I'm gonna steal this hat, or I'm gonna steal these sunglasses. So maybe you could show like, okay, like I know you really like these because you was trying
Hmm.
to steal them from me. So I'm gonna just go ahead and let you have them because
Yes.
I know that these don't mean that much to me, but you really like them. So something as small as that could really go a long way too, just to show them like I appreciate you enough to like let go of this thing that was originally for me that you love and give it to you.
Yes. I've done that plenty of times, especially like when it comes to like perfume and stuff.
Hmm.
And like if I have a purse or something that I don't really wear, but somebody else like, I'm like, you can have it.
Yeah, definitely. Another thing that I think you can do to, get some gratitude flowing is go on a nature walk because
Mm.
being in nature really, really allows you to just see that like you're such a small thing in this big, big world. And it just really makes you appreciative of being like a life in itself, especially when you start to go outside and look at different like trees or plants or
Hmm.
flowers or like different birds. And you just like, wow, it's so many different species out here that I would never even know about, but like I get to be a human. Like that's really special because
Yes.
you could have been a tree, you could have been a cow, you could have been anything, but you just get to be able to be appreciative that like you were created on this earth to be you and like a person. That's really big.
Yes, I love that because some key animals that always pop up for me that I see all the time is red birds, butterflies, cats, and dogs. Of course, you're gonna see cats and dogs because it's like it's strays or whatever. But the butterflies and the red birds. When I was younger, this just unlocked a memory for me. I don't know why, but someone told me like when you see a red bird, kiss it because it's like kiss at it because it means good luck or something. And I have literally been doing that since I was a child. So even to this day, if I see a red bird, I kiss it. And it just goes to show you like you develop habits as a child and then you do them subconsciously as an adult. You're like, why
Mhm.
do I do this?
No, for real. Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely can relate. I started taking pictures of like random flowers that I see probably like 2 or 3 years ago. And I have been doing it ever since. and like I just put them on my story, and then I go through my archives like, dang, this is a really really pretty flower, and it just
Mhm.
makes my awareness of like, okay, now when I see a flower that I like, I just take a picture of it and just think like, okay, I'm so appreciative to like be able to witness this beauty. And it just makes me grateful for like my eyesight and being able to just appreciate the aesthetics. So it's small things like that where it's like once you see something in nature and like decide that that's your thing that you're going to focus on for gratitude, now every time you see that thing, whether it's a flower, a bird, a certain type of tree, you just think gratitude. So it's just a constant reminder when you go outside and see that thing to just be grateful and appreciative of what's going on in that moment. Especially if I'm having like a bad day and then I see a really pretty flower, it's like that small, small thing could just boost my whole morale for the rest of the day.
Absolutely. And then not to mention the sky. Like it be beautiful, like when the clouds and don't let the wind be blowing at the same time.
Yeah.
Because listen, I would like stop, close my eyes, and just feel the breeze. Like yes, I love it. So I'm gonna segue into a next example, which is prayer. I really think prayer is important. It's also in line with meditation too. So prayer and meditation for me go hand in hand. Um, it's just like just being thankful. Like not only do I pray for myself, I pray for my family and loved ones, but I also pray for the world because it's kind of like we all in this together, no matter how you want to slice it or dice it. So it's kind of like I'm gonna pray for myself, my loved ones, and then pray for everybody else too, because we all in this together. And then it also makes you like be connected with God. So it's kind of like that's you building that relationship with God. You're telling God, thank you for the things that you have. Thank you for life. Thank you for being chosen to be here to, fulfill your purpose and to help others. So it's kind of like, yeah, a conversation.
Yes, I am heavy on the prayer. And I'm actually in the process of getting back to like prayer journaling because I
Mhm.
feel like that helps me even more with my gratitude because what I'll do is go back over time and like reread some entries and then I can see the things that I like prayed for that have come into fruition. So like a while ago when I had it, I had put in there like I want to get into grad school. So then when I got into
Mhm.
grad school, I could look back and like I would highlight it and just show even more gratitude for just all the things that I've been able to get as a result of the prayer. So I feel like that's really, really helpful. And just meditation in general is really, really useful because I actually took this meditation class this semester and I got to learn all these different types of meditations. And a lot of people think it's just being completely still and just being in one steady space. And I just learned that that wasn't the only way to meditate. And like you can go for instance, on like a nature walk, but still be meditating at the same time and bringing that awareness to everything in the present moment so you can see
Mhm.
what you're grateful for. So I really appreciated that.
Yes.
Okay, so another way that we can show gratitude is to offer people help. So Nakia mentioned earlier about like the five love languages, and I feel like this would be in alignment with acts of service. So I
Mhm.
think it's really important that we, as friends or as partners or as siblings or whatever you are to somebody, it could even be a stranger. Like offering help is a little bitty way to make a big impact in somebody's life because people are usually really appreciative of the things that other people do for them. So it doesn't matter how big or small the commitment is. You could give somebody a ride that might help them, save money on an Uber, but then also save them some time because now they get in there quicker and they could be really, really appreciative of it. But you also will
Mhm.
be super grateful that you got to do something small that might have only took 10 or 15 minutes out your day that's going to help them a whole lot in their life.
Yes. And then that's also good karma because, like, when
Yeah.
you help somebody, it's gonna come back to you. Not saying that you do it expecting something back, but people remember those things. Like, if somebody's going through something and you were there for them, or you know, just taking the time out your day to do something for someone, they gonna remember that. They're like, oh,
Hmm.
the kid was there for me, or Keisha was there for me during this time. So it also makes you feel good.
Yes.
I'll just put it out there. Helping somebody else also just makes you feel good. It gives me the warm and fuzzies. Like, and then it's like seeing the reaction from the person that you
Hmm.
did something for also gives you like the warm and fuzzies. So it's kind of like, yeah, you're doing something for somebody, but the fact that you get to see them happy or appreciative about that, that also makes you feel good. So it's like positive energy being exchanged.
Definitely. A lot of positive energy. That's what it is for me. Just being able to like help somebody on their journey and see
Mm-hmm.
how grateful they are. Like it makes me want to keep doing it because the opposite is true too. When I do something and somebody is super ungrateful for it, it made me not want to do it no more. So I feel like when they just give you that good energy and reacting and just super appreciative of you, it makes you feel like, oh, I want to keep doing this for you forever and like keep helping you. And then it makes you want to offer more help to other people in the future too. So now you're just putting good energy in the world and it's going to for sure come back tenfold. So always try to offer help if you can. I know sometimes I just feel almost obligated to offer help to where it's
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, like this gratitude thing is just a part of me. Like I could see a change from when I'm like, yeah, this not my responsibility to now I'm like, no, let me try to be a blessing to somebody at every opportunity that I can, especially if I'm not going out of my way. Like if I see an
Mm-hmm.
old person struggling or something like that at the grocery store or on the sidewalk, they drop something. I just feel almost obligated to pick it up. And it's like that small thing could just make me feel like, okay, I did something today that helped somebody, even if it was super little. So I just
Yes,
feel good inside.
absolutely. And it could be the like the smallest thing too. Don't laugh at me, but when I first went to Aldi's, I did not know how to like put the coin in the thing to get the cart, and somebody had to show me. Like they had to take time out of they, and they're like, "Well, this is what you do. This is how you pull it out." And I was grateful, and then I was like, "Well, you know what? Here's a quarter for showing me." It was just because you have to put the quarter in there, and I gave them the quarter for showing me how to do it. So yeah,
Period.
but yeah, I know that was like real random, but
No, I feel that it be the smallest stuff. You just want to help people. Like, thank you for helping me. I want to help you in some kind of way.
but yeah. So last but not least is doing a gratitude journal, but you don't even have to do a gratitude journal. Like if you have a planner, you can just write it in your planner. But
Hmm.
if you want to be fancy and get you a gratitude journal just for gratitude, do that. But the idea is to like form a habit. So you want to at least like every day think about, okay, what am I grateful for? Like what happened today that was good? Because it's really easy to dwell on negative things. Like one negative thing can happen and then you can think about it all day.
Right.
But then if you really think about it, it's like that's one negative thing versus the 5 million other good things that happened today.
Yes.
So if you make it a habit to like at the end of the day, write down all the good things that happen versus that one thing that happened, you'll see that the good always outweigh the bad. So yeah.
Yes. I actually, my when I left my internship from like interning to be a counselor, my supervisor bought me a gratitude journal, and it was called the 60-second gratitude journal. I
Mhm.
love that thing because a gratitude journal don't have to be you writing for pages and pages and pages and pages. It can literally be you just listing three things you're grateful for that day. And that's how it was. It had just 3 lines for each day. You write the day of the week, the date. And that was it. And that was like a small entry every day. But over time, once I had a bunch of the pages filled out, it was almost like just this little book of things I'm grateful for. And I could just look through it at any time and be like, wow, I'm grateful for this and this and this. And just seeing how I come up with different stuff every day. Cause I would really challenge myself not to put like the same things. So just seeing so much different stuff that I have and seeing all those pages fill, I feel like that was just like positive reinforcement for me to continue to wanting to do it every day. And yeah, I'm like, now I almost need a whole nother book or a whole nother journal because it's just so much stuff in there. And I just see like, wow, I have a lot of things to be grateful for. So I should be really appreciative every day and not like focus and dwell on the negative things that might be going on.
Yes. Cause again, not trying to plug Passion Planner, but in the planner they have like a little box that says good things that happen. And then I would just like go throughout the week and continue to fill that box out. Cause
Yeah.
things can happen every day. So I would just at least one thing per day, fill it out. So by the end of the week, the box is filled.
Yes. My stepmommy just commented. She said, good job, ladies. Thanks for the awareness of gratitude for Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. We
Yay!
appreciate it.
Happy holidays.
Yes. I think that was all 6 things that we had, though. Just to recap them, we said you could write a poem, which could be really fun for the holidays. You could go on a nature walk, which is super easy and also good for your physical health. You can offer help to someone because it's going to make them feel good and it's also going to make you feel good. You can give someone a gift. Again, it doesn't have to be super expensive, but people are usually appreciative of anything that can be helpful to them. You can pray and really focus in on that spirituality and really focus on how grateful you should be that you're actually on this earth and that God has blessed you with the ability to live out your purpose. And then the last one was to start a gratitude journal, which does not have to be long and drawn out. It could just be you jotting down a few things that you're grateful for every day.
Yes.
Yes. But thank y'all so much for watching our live today and listening to the 21 Minutes or Less podcast. Make sure y'all follow us on everything at 21 Minutes or Less. And then you can follow our personal pages. Mine is at Keisha Milana.
And mine is at Miss Butterfly 21 MISS.
Yes. And we are going to see you in 2 weeks on Tuesday for our next live.
All right. Have a good one.